consistent, and you might have a video that goes viral, and then now everything, you just blow up.
Yeah. And that's the big thing, right? Like, oh, thanks. Here, I got it. All right. So that's what I want to talk about today is that like, so much, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. All right. So I'm going to share this. All right, cool.
So do I need to share this?
Yeah, so it's in the group. If you want to share it to your timeline too, feel free to. So what I want to do, just with us, obviously, we're live now on Facebook. So anybody watching, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to talk about just social media. We're going to talk about TikTok. But what I want to do is I'm going to open up TikTok on my phone at the end of this, and you're gonna walk me through it. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. You're gonna walk me through it so we can see just kind of the features, the benefits of TikTok, and how it's all about simplicity, right? Ease of use. That's why we avoid platforms whether we don't feel like it makes sense for our business, or we don't want to introduce new complications or disruptions to what we already know, right? It's being uncomfortable. So I want to show people how easy it is to use this platform and really start using it for their business. So that's kind of like the overview. But Hirsch, so Andrew, so first, let's talk about you for a second, right? How long? Let's start at the very top. How long have you been an agent? Who are you an agent with? Obviously, we can see you. So,
how's it going, everybody? So I've been an agent for about 6.5 years now. I'm licensed with Cutler Real Estate, and I've been I was a solo agent from the beginning, went all in, full-time agent, and just never looked back. And now we have a team, 2 agents on my team, and just continuing to grow. So
that's great, man. And so what's really interesting about your business, Andrew, is that you guys are all over social, right? You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're obviously on TikTok. And you've made that part of your business plan. I can tell, right? I can tell that's obviously part of your business plan. So when did you recognize the power of social media for your own business as an agent?
I think from the very, very beginning, I've always been someone that was into social media even before I got into real estate. Was all over MySpace back in the day. Had your top friends, had your music linked to your profile. So I was just always integrated into social media, and I really saw the connection when I got into real estate. The biggest thing I always tell other agents is it's a free platform. It's a place where you can connect with other people in your sphere, and it doesn't cost you any money. So why wouldn't you utilize that to help grow your business and at least stay top of mind to all your, close friends, family, and sphere, and then plug it into your business and utilize it to, share what you're doing, market your properties, and kind of use it for that aspect.
Did you have any initial fears of kind of putting yourself out there as an agent? And then if you did, how did you kind of get over it?
I would say a little bit. I guess my biggest fear was always doing video, especially live video, and I'm kind of getting over that because that's where everybody sees. That's where everything's going with social is video. Obviously, with TikTok, that's all it is. So the platforms are really utilizing video to kind of grow. And you saw Instagram take over stories, and when that came out, everybody was like, "Oh, what's this?" And now you couldn't imagine Instagram without stories.
Right, exactly. And there's like over 500 million daily active users on stories now, it's just exploding, right? And you can kind of see the trends. If anybody's watching consumer behavior and trends, it's kind of obvious, right? Like Instagram is kind of turning into the Facebook, right? Where people are getting kind of bored of obviously they're bored of Facebook, so they're looking for the next best thing, so they move over to Instagram, and you see this evolution of social. So then like now what's the next trend? And the next trend they're saying, TikTok has a lot of momentum right now, and so you see this new group of people moving over to TikTok where there's less friction, right? Where they see on Instagram, and then obviously on Facebook. And then the cool thing about what you can focus on the big guys, right, the Facebook players, is that they know how to adapt, right? If you compare Facebook to Snapchat, where Snapchat is losing users because the other guys are the bigger players with a lot of money are adapting to changes where you see Facebook is now very group focused, and then Instagram is obviously very story focused and imagery focused, and now we're TikTok where it's like entertainment focused, which we're going to talk about. But I want to ask you too, like where all these platforms that we're using, and obviously LinkedIn is a big player now too, but what social platforms do you spend the most time on for your business where you're getting the most eyes and attraction as you as an agent?
I would say today it's probably Instagram, as far as most views and most engagement. I would say Snapchat is probably my most intimate platform with my current and past clients. I get a lot of engagement on Snapchat with my current and past clients. And I think the whole thing with that is it's not invasive. You can take a video of your kids doing something fun and share it with your clients, and they feel like they're more connected with you. Whereas it's a little bit harder to do that on Instagram and Facebook to send them a just like a DM of
Do you,
of
I'm
your
going to stop you because that's really interesting. Are you creating groups in Snapchat where you're sent, like you have your customers or clients, and then basically creating content for them on Snapchat directly for them?
yeah. People always make fun of me that I'm the king of groups on Snapchat. I love connecting people together and sharing stuff. So I use groups all the time on Snapchat. And I'll group with the people that are interested in the same things. You know,
That's interesting. And so what kind of feedback are you getting from your clients? Like when you send them this type of content, more intimate content, more, I like to call it relationship marketing, but
yeah.
what kind of feedback are you getting when you send them this type of content?
It's just more conversation, and then it's also it's reciprocal. They share their life with you. They share videos of their kids and what they're doing.
And so it's a way really for you to stay connected outside of your traditional, I like to call it your traditional CRM drip. CRM, like this is the new
Yeah,
CRM, right? It's proactive
absolutely.
relationship management through social.
100%. Absolutely.
What happens if you don't have a client that's on the platform? How do you just basically find, obviously I would assume your client is on either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok or Snapchat at some point. So are you kind of spreading out your content to those platforms to make sure you're hitting all of your past clients with your content? How are you managing that?
Yeah, so I don't have like a specific system on, hey, this is what I'm posting this day, and this day on each platform. I just kind of, integrate it to my daily life. But I do have, I'll have those clients that aren't on those platforms. And I actually like to use Time Hop as another way to, because, I'll take pictures of the closing, I'll take pictures of the house, when we go into contract. So then that'll kind of come back to, me on Time Hop. And then that's another easy way to, you're on Time Hop and you can send the picture via text, hey, we closed a year ago, can't believe it's been a year. And it's another way of, just touching your clients on a non-invasive way, and it's an easy way to start a conversation.
I love that. I think that's fantastic, man. And so you obviously have team members on your real estate business. Do you encourage them to do the same thing and collaborate content on these platforms?
Absolutely. Brad Winter's on my team. He's huge into social media, and he's actually had a lot of success utilizing Instagram to, make stories, down where he lives down in Marion Village, German Village. And he's actually picked up a few clients already this year with social media. And he's a brand new agent. He just got licensed in November, and he just listed a house, has a client in contract, and he connected with them through Instagram.
You talked about not having really a content calendar, but do you put a cadence for how many times you're going to post per week?
I don't. I probably should, because I know content calendars are an asset to people, because obviously they take the thinking out of it and make it easier to know when to post and what type of stuff to post.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you're just at this point, you're just kind of like just pushing content out as you see
Yeah.
it, which is in one sense there's an advantage to that because it's very authentic,
For
right?
sure.
But at the same time, we know consistency is key when it comes down to putting yourself out there. So I wonder if there's like a kind of a middle fit for everything there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about TikTok. Obviously, this is the reason why we're talking today. And TikTok has, it's a buzzword right now. It's a buzz platform right now. Most people, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, probably are not on the platform. It certainly is. It was built for younger people. But every social platform changes. Facebook started like that. Instagram started as more of a arts and culture type imagery focused platform, and look at it today, it's a behemoth in itself. TikTok is going to be on an evolution of itself, and we're going to see more agents get on the platform because they see the advantages of it. But the early adopters of the platform are obviously going to be winning. And from just so everybody knows, I wrote down some stats on TikTok. It was originally created in 2000 or early 2016 in China as a product called Douyin. And then another company picked it up the following year called ByteDance, which, if anybody remembered Musical.ly, ByteDance owned Musical.ly. So Musical.ly is basically the precursor to TikTok. So, and we were talking about this, Andrew, is if you had a Musical.ly account back in 2017, when they pushed everything over to TikTok, your account was basically you automatically created a TikTok account if you had a Musical.ly account. And so it's funny because I don't have a TikTok account, but when I went in to go sign in, it pulled all my data from my Musical.ly account, which I played around with in 2017. And when I signed into TikTok for the first time yesterday, I already had an account. I had 3 videos from my Musical.ly days. So if anybody wants to jump on there and see, that's pretty hilarious. But I think it's interesting so people can see the evolution of where it was, where it is today. And their mission, I pulled their mission statement, is to capture and present the world's creativity, knowledge, and precious life moments directly from their mobile phone. TikTok enables everyone to be a creator and encourages users to share their passion and creative expression through videos. So let me ask you this, Andrew, with that being said, how would you see the differentiation between TikTok compared to Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube?
So I think it's way more. I mean, obviously we see it's all video. It's instant. It's instant. 15-second, 30-second video, then it's on to the next one. But I think you're also capturing the music. People are having to be more creative, I think, to post. You're not just posting a picture or, posting a 30-second video with no, nothing on there and just speaking. So I think it's more engaged. I think it creates more engagement with their users. Would you say the same?
It does. I mean, from what I can tell, right? I mean, I'm not an active TikTok user, but what I can see is that it's an entertainment, right? So I would say, you look at Instagram, Facebook, it's a lifestyle platform. TikTok is an entertainment platform. It's to have fun and it's young. And it doesn't mean you have to be physically young, but it's for the mindset of young. And I think that's what's interesting and attractive to it, because there's less, quote, air quotes, drama on TikTok. It is pure entertainment right now as it stands. And it's all about fun and it's all about engagement.
And it's all fresh.
And it's all
Everything's
fresh.
everything's new. It's new, 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 new. Who can come up with the newest dance? Who can come up with the newest, song to make a dance to?
So let's talk about that, because there's this weird trend. There's literally trends being set in TikTok. So if anyone sees those dances going on pushed to their Instagram or Facebook, it looks like they're originating in TikTok. Can you kind of explain the trends that are in TikTok and how those kind of evolve into more branded content elsewhere?
So yeah, I mean, I think definitely the music and the dances are way more trendy, because if they take off, then that's all you see on there. And I'll even notice, I signed up in TikTok in 2019 in November, and I'm a big user on Spotify, and I use a lot of music on Spotify, top music, top hits, and as I got on TikTok and started, using TikTok more, I noticed all the top songs on Spotify's top hits are literally all the top songs on TikTok, which is an interesting thing to see, that's where all the music's coming from now. But then you see everything being pushed to, other platforms such as Instagram And one thing I'll say with TikTok, they make sharing their content much more user friendly, where you can share a video and it goes right into your Snapchat feed and you can send it just like a normal video. You can push it out to your Instagram stories. So you makes it easier for me as a user. If I create something on TikTok, I can just share it on Instagram stories or a post just as easy as making it on Instagram.
Yeah, I've noticed that about your content. Like if I look at your stories on Instagram, I would say like 50 to 60% of them are coming from TikTok.
Hmm.
And it seems like it's very easy. So with that said, let's talk about how you personally use TikTok as an agent. What content do you focus on? Is it entertainment? Is it music? Is it lifestyle, real estate, a little bit of both, or
I
everything?
think it's
How does that work with your content?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, because you're not going to utilize TikTok the same way you're going to utilize Instagram to share your real estate, and market your real estate. I think it's just another avenue to kind of show a little bit of real estate, have some fun with your sphere, potentially target a new audience that you may not be in front of, and just have fun with it. Share your daily life, but also be goofy and silly. And I think you can be a little bit, more goofy on TikTok than you would say Instagram or Facebook, and people are going to be more open to that.
So what kind of responses are you seeing? Like, is it as conversation, is TikTok as conversational as say Instagram or even Snapchat? Like, are you getting DMs? Can you DM on TikTok? How is that conversation happening?
Yeah, but it's definitely not as conversational as of now, at least for me. I think TikTok's just more, as far as what I've experienced, conversations is just more sharing funny videos with each other. You're really not having, at least I'm not really having conversations on it, like I do Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I think it's just more content, more, sharing funny content, being goofy and silly. At least that's how I'm utilizing it right now.
Yeah, I think most are, right? Like I said, like I think what I'm picking up, it's obviously it's an entertainment platform right now.
Yeah.
It's young and fun, and people don't like if you're getting on TikTok, you're there to smile and not engage in these deep political conversations or content, right? Like
Right.
it's very fun. So, as a real estate agent who's obviously very visual in your content and your strategy, how do you see this as a benefit to agents? TikTok.
I mean, I think you can definitely express yourself a little bit more on TikTok, per se, and kind of go back to what you just said about it's a place to smile. I think as humans in our day to day lives, I think it's also a place to, you know you've been working for an hour in the office, hop on TikTok for 10 minutes just to escape, kind of release everything and just kind of have fun, and kind of break away from your daily life, and then now you can hop back on and keep working. But I kind of find it as like an escape for me. But sometimes you can go down a rabbit hole and you've been on there for 45 minutes and are like, what the heck just happened?
Who are you? Because you can follow obviously people just like you can on any other platform. Who do you pay attention to? Like, do you follow your clients? Do you follow other influencers? Everybody? Like, how do you kind of engage who you follow on TikTok?
I would say I don't hardly have any clients that are utilizing it today. Obviously, I've went and searched the hashtags, real estate, and followed some, real estate people that you can see that they're in real estate, to kind of see what they're doing across the country. I would say you probably see a lot more real estate users in the big cities, in the luxury market. I think the luxury market, in the bigger cities have really captured TikTok, and are making some really awesome videos showing off, the views of LA and downtown New York and stuff like that. So just following, entertainment really.
Yeah, it's I get that question a lot. Like, well, my clientele is not on TikTok, so I don't need to be on TikTok. But however, there's filters of your clients on TikTok, right? Like
Hmm.
your clients' kids are on TikTok, right? Their family members are on TikTok. So just because you've got a client who's not on social, barely gets on Facebook, they're definitely not on TikTok, doesn't mean that there's not an avenue for your for your business on TikTok, because there are levels and filters of that individual who family members, kids are on TikTok and they see your content and you're branding yourself. At the end of the day, it's all about building out your individual brand with purpose. And so, as we talk about brand, how can agents use this to build their brand. We talked about, in bigger cities, showcasing properties. And we're going to get into this as like a demo, but how can agents, in your perspective, use this to build their brand, showcase the properties, attract buyers and sellers, in your opinion, as an agent?
So that's funny you say that about, your clients' kids are on there, because I've actually had clients say their kids saw me on their, because you have like there's like a story, there's a following section. So you can go over to like watch people that you just follow, or you can just go to watch for your page. So obviously there's algorithms involved where they'll just show local stuff, but also things that you normally like. And I guess I've popped up a few times in some of my clients' kids' pages, but then they go back to their parents and are like, hey, Dad, I saw, our agent on there. So again, it's a conversation starter. You're back into the, front of mind to your clients on a different avenue. But again, with real estate, I think, as we shoot video with real estate and people are on there, and if people are, say, looking at houses, maybe they're going to kind of gravitate more towards real estate related TikToks or houses. And then maybe you're going to be popping up in there, and it's another avenue to be in front of somebody.
Yeah, no, that's and so how do you find content? Is it through hashtags?
So you can do through hashtags. You can search topics. You can watch, different music, and then all the different stuff will be up on one song. But as far as me, I just I'll search, hockey, I'll search sports, I'll search, real estate hashtags, and just kind of go through those to look for content.
That's interesting. So, all right. So let's get visual here, right? Let's make this a little bit more interactive. So I'm going to pull up TikTok on my phone, and you're going to kind of walk me through this, because again, I am not a TikTok user, but I want to be. And I think after this conversation, I'm going to be. And for anybody that's watching, I don't even know where to start. We're going to get visual. We're going to walk through TikTok and just kind of coach me through it, if you don't mind.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull this up. Give me one sec. All right. We're going to share my screen here. Cool. So I'm going to pull up TikTok here. So as you can see, the first thing when I pull up, what am I viewing right now when I first pull up TikTok here?
So if you see at the top where it says following and for you.
Yep.
So currently you're on for you. So for you is just stuff that the algorithms are going to put in front of you that they think you're going to like, also based on your past videos that you've liked and engaged with.
Okay. That made me nervous for a second of what they're pulling up in that cover.
So you can kind of navigate between following and for you. But then if you see down at the bottom in their comments where it says hashtag for your page, hashtag FYP, hashtag for you. So when you make a video, you're going to want to put those, because then they go under the for you section.
Got it.
Per se.
And then following it is obviously the people there's you.
Don't show that one.
What do you make? Are you making a mask? What? Okay, so walk me through this video right now.
So that's a life hack. I saw another person do that, and I made a face mask with a pair of my boxer briefs.
That's fantastic. So so you're putting some hashtags on here for your page. So you put FYP for your page as well. So Correct. You're kind of following trend hashtags.
Yep. And then I hashtag Columbus, Ohio realtor real estate. So just follow, going through some of those things that I hope to show up on.
And then the on the right hand side here, I've got obviously your profile picture. You got how many likes? So it says 15 likes. What's if I hit that green chat button? What's going to happen?
So that's actually just where you can share it. So I think that's what's saying 6 people have shared it through other platforms.
Got it.
So then you can go click those other platforms to share it.
So I could share it directly to Instagram stories from that share, but you're talking about the ease of share.
Yep.
Interesting. And so if I want to see more content, I just kind of flip up.
Yep.
Sorry, if these are some of my friends, apologize. But to your point, it's all like entertaining videos. This is my friend Jamie. He's probably going to be really mad at me that I'm sharing.
That is hilarious. But see,
right. So then, and then I can go to For You, and I can just see content of people, like what they're putting out. So this has 3 million likes, this video.
Yeah. Yep.
And so you can see like the hashtags that they're putting on. Okay, so it has 64,000 shares, right?
So here's a really cool thing. So if you see at the bottom, see the music?
Yeah.
Now see the thing spinning on the bottom right?
Yep.
So click on that. Now that'll show you every video that anyone's made with that song.
Whoa,
And then
that's
at the
crazy.
top, so then at the top you can click add to favorites, so you can save that for later.
Got it. See, it's coaching me through it. So then you also put music to your videos then?
Always. So that's kind of how, like, you can click that ring again, or the music thing, and then click use this sound. So then that's how you can use that sound to start a video.
Got it. So it's obviously filming me in my bedroom right now. Interesting. They're very cool. And so, okay. So can you have a business account on TikTok? Can you advertise yet on TikTok?
Honestly, I have no idea.
That's interesting to know. Like, again, like with personal profiles, business profiles, if we're able to do that, I'm gonna have to look that up later and see what's going on with that. Because if you can put obviously like your content in front of people in Columbus who are potential home buyers and sellers, this is a great avenue to get that captive audience, because there's not that many agents on TikTok, promoting their content.
So then at the bottom,
so, all right. So let's talk about, if I'm adding content, I just hit the plus button at the bottom, right?
Yep. So
if I was going to do that, it's going to pull up my video, and I would just basically film like I would on like an Instagram story. So if I was like filming, right, and it's going to, okay, so I film that video, and then I can add filters, right?
So you can do that, or see at the top where the blue line has stopped.
Yeah.
So that's how you'll see people change angles, change videos. So now you can go to a different room and then start filming again, and you're adding on to that same kind of song.
Got it. And so when I'm done with it, I just hit the check mark.
Hit the check mark.
And then I can add filters.
You can add music or filters, text, effects. Effects is really cool. Click effects.
Where's effects? Cool.
So then at the bottom, you can go visual effects. So when you're trying to add a visual effect, say smoke, if you just hold down smoke for like 3 seconds and then stop, now the beginning of your video has smoke. Now you can go to transition and click turn on TV. Just click it once. So that adds it to your video.
Oh, that's cool.
So then you can click save, and then those effects and transitions are added to your video.
That easy.
But
that's really cool.
So since you went to the plus and started a video without music, you're going to have to add music. So for me, what I typically do is when I clicked on, like, I'll be searching through TikTok and I'll be like, oh, that's an awesome song, or those are hilarious videos. I'll just click on the music button. And then when I showed you earlier where you click use this sound,
yeah,
the sound will already be in the video when you're shooting. So then you know when to make the movements and stuff when you're trying to coordinate.
So if I want to add music to this clip, could I do that now?
Yeah, you go to sounds.
Go to sounds. Okay.
And then you can either use one of those or click more on the far left side. And then you can go search for a song or an artist or what's trending at the bottom and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. So if I just click it. So if I want to use like lemons, I just hit the check mark there.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's going to add it to my video. And so now that audio, that soundtrack's playing. All right. And then I hit next. And then, so I've got some options here. What do you usually put in your description here? This is where you put your hashtags.
Yeah. So I'll usually say something, depending on the video, and then I'll add my hashtags.
Got it. So if I was like talking TikTok, can't spell TikTok, and then I could add you. Just same thing with adding somebody as a tag. You put the at sign in front of it.
Yep.
And then I could find you. Cool. And then you would put hashtags. You would put like Columbus, and then like Columbus Realtor. Obviously, like just popular hashtags, right?
Yep. And for your page, FYP.
FYP. Like cool. And then after that,
hold on. So type in hashtag for your page. Now don't click it yet. Now down below, it'll say hashtag for your page. There's been 271.6 billion hashtags.
Wow.
So it'll show you how popular those hashtags are. So when you're typing in, say, Columbus, it'll say how many, or real estate, 614, how many, 9.4 million views.
Wow, that's a lot.
So it also kind of helps you on how popular those hashtags are. Unlike Instagram, it doesn't tell you at all.
So do you have your own hashtag for TikTok?
No, but like I'll hashtag the Hirsch group sometimes.
And then what do you do on here on, obviously you want to make your view public so it can be found. And do you always allow comments, and what's allowed duet and react?
So I've never used duet and react. So what you'll see a lot of the time, some of the like celebrities and stuff, like say they'll be doing a dance, you can hit a duet and basically when you post it, it'll post the celebrities or the person you're doing the duet with, their original video, and then your video right next to it.
Okay.
So you can kind of see, it's interesting.
Yeah. So obviously, this is an influencer platform, so you're going to have a lot of celebrities and influence on this platform. They're making a living off of this. So you can kind of collaborate content with influencers on the platform. For sure.
It's crazy.
And so if I wanted to, at the bottom here, it says automatically share to, I can push to Instagram right now, Instagram and Snap. So if I click Instagram, it's going to post. Is it going to open? Oh, this is open to Instagram. What's it say? Open Instagram to share video. Yeah. Oh, got it. Okay. So if I hit post right now, that's going to load up. There's my friend Jamie again. Sorry, guys. That's hilarious.
And the nice thing is you can make videos in here and like start a video, and then you can put it in your drafts and save it for later and then go finish it.
Got it. So when I published it, I pushed to Instagram. Did it push to Instagram?
But you'll have to open Instagram.
It just popped up. Got it. And I can have option to put it on story or feed right there.
See how seamless they make that? Like how easy was that?
That was so easy. And then it just opens up Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's really cool. So that's literally how easy it is to post to TikTok, create an account, and get it going. And also you have you do have an inbox, so you can direct message people. You can see your profile of your videos. These are my previous videos from 2016 when it was Musical.ly. Very cool stuff. I'm excited to see the evolution of this platform and how agents and just real estate professionals can use it, because I think I think this is going to explode, and I think we're just going to see more people on the platform. Where do you see TikTok 3 years from now?
Ooh, interesting. Well, I think a year ago Gary Vee was pushing TikTok hard, saying that's if you're not on TikTok, you have to be on TikTok, which a year ago I kind of looked into it and I was just like, I just don't see the correlation on how I can utilize this for my business. But I guess at the end of the day now, I mean, it's all about engagement, right? Don't you want to engage with your clients? And I think that's the thing at the end of the day, is if you can create more engagement with your sphere and your past clients and clients, you have a win. You know what I mean? You're winning. So I think at the end of the day, you're going to see a lot of people on the sidewalks doing dances, and it's probably to TikTok. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate you jumping on, talking about TikTok. I love your content. Anybody watching, make sure you follow Andrew Hirsch. What's your handle on Instagram, and what's your handle on TikTok?
So handle on TikTok is Andrew Hirsch Realtor. Handle on Instagram is @Hirsch, and it's HURSSHHH.
Awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate your time this morning, and can't wait to see more of your TikTok content.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me. Thanks, guys.
See ya.